Are you tired of feeling disappointed in your chess, losing to players you know you should beat? If you always dreamed about being the person who thrives in tournaments, winning money, certificates, and trophies, then keep listening. I know how it feels knowing that all the information is out there, yet you're not improving. I personally went from 300 elo all the way up to 1600 elo in under a year. Only 5 months after reaching 1800, which is top 1% of the world. And if you think I'm special, I had a student going from 550 elo all the way up to 1200, literally doubling his elo in under 3 months of working with me. And if I had to do it again, this is exactly where I would start. First, I'll give you the most important tip from my previous video for free. Secondly, I'll play a game explaining my entire thinking system and how you can adopt it. So by the end of this video, I have given you a clear path that makes you start improving immediately. Hello and welcome. So in the previous video, we learned that if you're winning right, as I was, you should just try to put your pieces actively and don't make complications, but play for activity. And I kept the whole game way too complicated for no reason. And yeah, that was pretty annoying. And so the next time you're like up material, right? But your opponent is still pretty active. Don't only think about defending, as I did. You should think about attacking too and activity and make sure that everything is covered, and you have to like defend without defending, which sounds dumb, but if you watch the previous video, you know what I mean. So now we're just in a normal Vienna. Most people take here. Yeah, that doesn't matter. I just attack your bishop. You can go back, by the way, like to h5. You could go back to e6, but then you just gave me a free tempo. So most people take here, which is also another pretty good move, but it doesn't really matter too much. I mean, I'm not expecting that just traps your bishop. I mean, you can sacrifice your knight if you want. Then I could do this, forcing you again to... Oh, not forcing, because your rook will... My rook won't see this, so you can go there. But then I have check. You have to take, I can take... Is my king safe there? You could go here, but everything is defended, so I get rook g5. You have to move your queen out. Yeah, I'm totally winning. This traps a bishop. You have to sacrifice. I could do this or this. Oh, here you take and then take, and my rook isn't defended. I could do this too, but then you might go for these complications. So I think here, what if you take though? Why is this complicated? It shouldn't be. Here probably then, so that I can move my knight. If I go here, you can go, but then I could take a queen, you take a queen, I take a bishop, so maybe this. Those were the complications I'm scared of. Yeah, I don't know, just break the pin. I'm threatening to win a pawn. He's threatening checks. I could go here. Takes, 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 takes. And after which I can break in the center. You could check me. You cannot check me there. So that looks nice. So here takes, takes probably. Because after here you take a piece, I will take this piece. But then this is not defended, so after here takes and takes, you could take, but then I take a piece and you cannot recapture a piece. So after this you have to take. I can take, and after takes, takes, takes. Did I sacrifice a piece? No, right? Equal traits. Equal traits. You take. And you have 3 pawns for a piece. Do you actually have a threat like right now? So if I go here, takes, takes, check. Hmm. I could castle. Low key. What if I castle like actually? Then takes and queen here probably. So here, so that after takes, takes, check, king here. You take, queen here. No, my bishop is in the way. I also could have check if it helps me. Here, so that after takes, takes, check, nothing changes. So I think I will just play this so I can just run with my king. So that after takes, takes, check. I could also go here. My king is safe there. And I don't block my bishop. I do block my knight, but... This looks nice. I mean, it doesn't look nice, but... Maybe knight here, try to push this. Takes, takes, opens up the center for him. So my king is in the center. I will try to clog the center. This is probably an ID for him, but I blocked it. So now rook here, you have to go back. That's a smart move. I mean, I could do this, right? So now you need here, I could take, you need to save. Then I could attack it again. And how do you save everything? And then everything is opened up, so my other rook can't come. The only possible annoying thing for him to do is to break. Oh, I didn't calculate. Takes bishop here. Oh, takes bishop here. Queen has to go somewhere. And my other rook will still come, so... Yeah, here, bishop here. I could... I want to stay on this. Vertical. So let's say I go here to maybe set something up like this with the rook here. Yeah, that looks nice. Probably king will go here, so I cannot. That doesn't change much. So the problem being that here takes, that doesn't work. I could, by the way, take, check. Is that strong? Like, actually? Takes, and if you take back, I could check. You could block with your knight. Oh, that is brutal. Okay, fair enough. So let's put the bishop somewhere first. Let's go here so that maybe if he queenside castles, I could snatch this. Does the same tactic still work? So here, check, knight has to block. And I don't have something like this. So probably queenside castle. Here, I take a piece. If you take a piece, I can just slide out of the way. Maybe just go here. Just to prepare this and don't allow anything annoying. If it goes here, I can take. I don't get checks. I mean, I did want to take that, but after this, I mean, so I mean, I think that's a waste of a move. Now I could go here. After takes, I have queen takes. Yeah, that looks nice. And if I go here and you pin me, I can take a piece. You probably have to recapture with your knight, and I could take. I mean, everything looks winning. So yeah, that looks nice. You go here, takes, knight has to take. My queen has to move after. I could pin it maybe. I don't know. Your knight is actually pretty strong there. That's very annoying. My light squared bishop is dead. And my knight is dead. I should really try to activate those. So maybe after rook here, can I go here? Like takes, rook takes, queen takes, queen. Okay, so here, bishop takes, rook takes, queen takes, and I'm screwed. He could break open the center, but that will break open my bishop as well. I mean, this just looks natural, no? So that takes, knight takes, I could take with a check, you take with the rook, I could pin your knight, but it doesn't do anything. Like, I don't think I will actually take, but what else can I do? Like, if I go here, you can take, and if I take back, you can take, and I'm screwed in that fashion. So rook here is for sure the best move. I have to take, you'll take with the knight, and I have to move. After takes, my queen isn't defended anymore. So you might have tactics with knight takes if it was a check and my queen didn't see that. So I have to keep that in mind as well. We're doing fine on time. I mean, I don't know why he's thinking this long. How do I activate my pieces? I don't know, it's pretty hard to activate them. What are you calculating? Like, this doesn't work. I just take, and if takes, I take with the knight. So you probably have to know that doesn't work. Like, my knight can't come here, so this and this is horrible. So what else is there to calculate? Like, this doesn't do much. You want to attack my knights? I don't know. Maybe after this I can just defend, but we learned that you shouldn't defend, but what else? I mean, you could double down on it. Oh, you just take. Oh, that looks stupid. Here, here. You cannot trade queens. I take this. You could attack me. Hmm. No, I can take because after takes, 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 I can take your knight. So that looks horrible. Like knight here could be fine. I don't know. Like rook here blunders a queen if you just trade. I don't know why you did all of that just to trade. Then I, what are you doing? Like probably knight here. If you do this, I just go here. Good luck defending this. And I can activate my bishop after. What are you doing? Pawn here on knight here. Something has to defend, but yeah, I don't know. I can attack. I could attack this. You cannot take it. If you attack, I can come here. You still cannot take it. Yeah, that looks nice, I think. So here, attack is a bit goofy, but I can just come here and there is nothing. I could infiltrate instantly. But I think I have to keep watch of this. So let's just attack it. If you defend, I can come in and then, I don't know. I very much want him to trade his knight for my bishop, even though a bishop is stronger than a knight. My bishop is horrible because of this chain. And the other problem with my bishop is that his knight is just that it's a piece, so it can make complications. So now I could do this, and either I win a pawn or you trade pieces, and probably I win a pawn still. So now I think you have to trade pieces with me. I believe. Then you have to play h6 and I could maybe bring my king or something. I mean, my knight is horrible and I have, what is it, a knight for a pawn, but my knight isn't doing anything. Point is just like, you have to defend it like this. I could blockade everything and all of your pieces are pretty dead. Maybe I could bring my king here to cover potential infiltration squares after rook. Here, what if you play this? I mean, point being, giving up a pawn, but check, I have to go here, check, I have to go here. And then you could try to infiltrate, but I cover both of these squares, so you can't attack these. And if you check again, I could block with the knight, controlling this square if my king is here, right? Yeah, so that's the logical option. Now probably bringing my king, bringing my knight after, like this. So first I want to control his infiltration square so that both of these just blunder a pawn. First of all, second of all, it just doesn't do anything because my king covers. So now I can go here, go here, go here. So what is your plan? Going here? And I'm not actually controlling anything there. So if I go here, you can still go here. Can I not control these squares? I mean, I could do here, here. Going backwards, but if you attack me, that's annoying. I could go here first, after king here, rook here. You could push this. I can control it with my king and then re-rotate, and I just block your king out of the equation, which is very nice. I think I want to go for that here. Then I go here. And yes, I do allow you to push this pawn, but my king should be able to stop it. So I'm expecting you to play this, I block it, and then I have a simple reroute. Yeah, now this simple reroute will win this pawn. Okay, you can double down on it as well. So after takes, you just win a pawn. I have to save my rook. Here, takes, takes, takes. I have to save my rook. I will win this pawn and then put my knight here. So I just allow him to win this pawn, go here to win this pawn, blockade his extra pawn. I have 9 minutes, okay, so I will just allow him to win a pawn, but I'll get a pawn back, and then I still have a piece for 2 pawns, which is not the easiest thing to convert. I cannot blunder my rook. I'm expecting this because my rook is way too active here. Okay, that's even more annoying. I can go here. Yeah, so I'll just have to cover his infiltration, and if he wants this, that should be fine. You still cannot really infiltrate. After I ask for a trade, you have to go here. It's not the most comfortable position. Here, takes, here, trade, go here. I could always check and go here, and then push my pawns like this to blockade them. Playing this doesn't make sense. Then I have threats. Here, here, and like, I don't know even what. I don't know. That's not complicated, so I will win this pawn, and then I have a knight for 1 pawn, for 2 pawns, which is pretty difficult to convert. So check leads to this. That has to be horrible. Pushing doesn't make sense. Then I cover all of your infiltration. I mean, this is the only move to play for activity. If I go here, you could attack my knight, which looks very nice. So I think I just have to take your pawn with an attack. You have to go here. I could check your king first, but that doesn't accomplish anything, I think. But I mean, after something like rook here takes, you go here, ask for a trade, you go here, I give a check, you go here. I can defend, if you go here I can push it, if you go here I can push it, and now everything is defended. I can activate my knights. blockade your rook and try to have some impact with my rook and then surround with my knights, trying to win some pawns. Because the only way to convert this is to have a passed pawn, but I don't have a passed pawn. So most of my effort should go into winning. Here. So that after this I can take, if I go here, you could go here. Then I can take with this and I still cover all of your infiltration. Then you have to go one of these. I could attack you, but then you get this check and win my pawns. Here. Here, attack my knight. Check maybe first, you go here. Takes, after takes, I don't have a threat. So here, you go here. I have to take with my knight, then you get a check and get to my pawns. Here. I have to defend my knight. You can go back with a check. I have to go here to defend my knight. And I'm still threatening everything, but now you don't have infiltration. That works, I believe. So after this, I didn't calculate that. I have to take, you have to go here. Okay, you go for the other variation, thank God. So I can go here, defend everything. And now I'm threatening to take this. And your rook is trapped, by the way. And you can't go here, so this is completely winning. You could go back with a check, and now you have to go because I will win this. So check is forced. I can go here, covering everything. And I'm still threatening this, but after which you could go back, which is the big point. And then we're back into the same position that I wanted. Which is very difficult to win. So this doesn't work. This is horrible because I have a forced work trait. So this is a move, but I can take. You have to go back. I probably have to go back too, just to ask a rook trade and get some activity for my knights. Maybe if you go here, taking with the knight is better, because I... Oh, that's horrible. Oh no, that's a bad move. Now I have a forced work trait. No, that's bad. Yeah, that was a mistake. So my opponent should calculate a bit more for how to not trade pieces. So probably this. I mean, I'm controlling his best pawn break, so I can just go. Takes, take. If I go here, takes. If I take, you take back. If I go here, take. Here. takes. And I'm controlling everything, I think. I should try to get in. You go here, I get in. Yeah, I'm not really scared of this. Because I can take back. And my knight controls your best try of a pawn break. And my pawns are all the way back on the second rank, so your king will have to waste a lot of moves to get to my pawns, and in that time I can win your f-pawn, take your e-pawn, and push forward. Yeah, that's a move, but I can get closer, check, go here. Yeah, I just have to make improvements. And then bully your king away with my knight, I think. That might not be dumb. So how do I freeze all of it? Here, pawn break, takes, block. Here, pawn break, freeze everything. Yeah, that looks better. I have to freeze the pawns. The nice thing is, the further it is here, the more steps the king will have to take. The annoying thing is, if he takes my pawns, his pawns will be further as well. So I have to freeze it in a way. Let's put my knight more active. Check doesn't matter. I mean, I just want something where my king and his king are frozen in place with this formation somehow. Yeah, so where do I go though? I think here, right? But what's the difference with this? I can take this faster if needed. So I think I have to go here. Then I could go here. I have to blockade this. I could also try to win this pawn maybe. Like here and rotate over. Oh, I mean, I'll do it with this. So I vacate more squares and then I can take, come back, get my king closer if he allows it. And do the same thing with this pawn, maybe go back, go here, take this, and he has an extra pawn, but I have an extra actual attacker. So I think takes, and either way you take, I can go here. Can I ignore it? Here, takes. If your king can go there, yes. Takes. Push. Oh, I could take that. Yeah, I think I have to ignore this. After takes, you go here. I have an actual plan and you don't. But after takes, blockade everything. You have to make a move and every move looks horrible. Oh, that's even better. But after takes, takes, and same thing, you can't really do something stupid like this, I think. So either way you take, I can do this. And you can't force a passed pawn, and if you try to bring your king, first of all, your first move has to be this. I can take, you have to go here. I can take, you have to block my king out. Yeah, this should be completely winning. Also, look at this force field. Like, that's beautiful. So, like, if you try something, I mean, still you have to go here. I can go here, so I just have to freeze everything and bring him in a slow Zugzwang. I mean, I think he's already in a Zugzwang, which means that every move he makes is horrible. Like, this is the only king move, losing this, yeah, fair enough. That was a nice endgame. I think he messed up completely, but probably not too high of neck. What? I played 90%? That's disgusting, I didn't. Opening move, one of the best moves, that's a big blunder. Takes, 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 that's an inaccuracy, that's a mistake. Breaking open the center, no. Check, best move, that's fine. Best move, what is this? Takes, takes. Wow. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh, I should have seen that. Oh, that is disgusting. What if you go here? I mean, it doesn't matter. Okay, that's disgusting. So, like, most people stop here, right? They just look at whatever, like, they just think, oh, okay, I missed a tactic. No, you didn't just miss a tactic, like, this was insane, but how do you spot it? First of all, you have to see that the queen can come here and that it's completely locked in. And like that's difficult to see. So like most teachers stop here, but like I really want you to think, how can I change my thinking pattern so that I find moves like this? So I think the easiest way to find this is thinking like if this wasn't the bishop, this would be a fork. And actually looking at tactics that don't actually work. So like if this, you have to go here, you could take, well, let's change the move order. If I take first, you can go here, I can attack it, only move trapped. So like actually look at these types of tactics that don't even work just to come up with moves and look and see like, wow, I can vacate all of these squares with only my bishop. So if I can lure a queen back, back there, it's locked. So a better, higher rated player than me would have found it for sure. Like that's not too crazy of a tactic. So what does the better player think that I don't think about? That would lead to him finding this. That's really what you should ask yourself. And here it's probably like, I can do this, but it doesn't work because it's a bishop. So what if I take the bishop, then do this, and you will accidentally trap a queen like that. So that's really what I want to do. And this is not just, I didn't see a tactic. It's actually okay, but what is wrong in your thinking system that you didn't see it because you could have? So here I just missed the tactic. I'm still completely winning. I should have activated my rook apparently. I should have activated, yeah, too much queen moves I think as well. That's all fine. Takes, 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 knight here. And I'm just making all of his pieces very, very passive. Best move, that's fine. Why did I not think of this? Like, he doesn't have anything and I can just... I don't know why I made it this complicated. I very much didn't have to. I mean, I'm still totally winning. Takes, takes, takes. Best move, best move. That's an inaccuracy. Oh, going here, covering his infiltration squares, and this doesn't even do anything. I can just... Oh. Oh, yeah, yeah, okay. It actually doesn't do anything. Okay, I should have found this move. Fair enough. That just covers the infiltration squares way cleaner. Best move, takes, 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 takes. That's an inaccuracy. That's the best move. Best move, best move, best move, and this was bad. This was bad. Takes, takes, takes. Here. Put my king up. That's an interesting move. Oh, that just freezes everything immediately. Oh, okay, so first of all, we have to recognize, like, how do we win this? We win this with a passed pawn, and we can't really force a passed pawn, but we can lock all of his moves and try to get him in a soup swung like I did. But the faster way to do it is just to instantly blockade everything, and he has to waste two moves to even try to vacate anything. And I wasted one move, so he can waste two moves. I can improve here, blockade everything, and that would have been way cleaner. So here, I let him push everything, takes. Everything is fine. That's fine. Takes is okay. I blockade everything, and here his best move is probably king here. I take. You could try something, but it doesn't do anything. And I will just blockade everything, and you can't even try to sacrifice everything for some form of hope. Here you have to try and stop me, but oh, you can. Okay, check here, king here, and this is probably checkmate. Maybe some people thought, oh my god, stalemate, the king can't move, there's still a pawn. Keep the pawns in mind, like, don't be scared of a stalemate here, and that's mate. So there's nothing here. I played that pretty cleanly. There are two major points here. So first of all, we had, as a little recap, the opening was nice, but I didn't see the tactic. So I should have changed my thinking system and look at how locked everything here is and think about luring the queen. That's one way of thinking about it. Secondly, I could have seen, like, I can vacate a lot of squares and this would be a fork, and then maybe look at the sacrifice. But I very much should have seen it. And then from here I played pretty cleanly. It could have been better, and my opponent didn't really pick a fight or anything. Here I should have just went here, and he doesn't have a thread. I don't know why I tunnel visioned on having my rook there. But I shouldn't have, and then I played pretty cleanly, except I should have gone back, vacating everything, taking this, and then I can put my knight here, putting it out on an outpost, and still using my rook to eat his pawns. That's the cleaner way to do the endgame. So I hope you learned a lot. Consider subscribing and liking, and I will see you in the next one.